All right, everybody, it is time for your Culture Report. Your 645 Culture Report. We do it twice an hour on the Morning Culture. Frank Ski, Jade, Novah, JR.
Yes.
Okay, I want to do mine real quick and talk about Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly, what's up?
Mr. R. Kelly. There are folks in his camp that says that if it seems like R. Kelly is on the verge of coming unhinged, that is because he is.
Ain't no doubt about that.
And people around him saying right now he's been focusing on producing music. We are told he sees the writing process as a form of therapy. And right now he needs to have that therapy. Also, R. Kelly was in jail, but he did come up with the $161,000.
Somebody paid it for him,
right? With the help of a benefactor. Somebody else helped him out with the money, that $161,000. It was reported that R. Kelly was supposed to be paying his ex-wife, Drea Kelly, $20,800 a month as of January 2009.
We had that backed up, huh?
But then he fell way off schedule. This is what R. Kelly's camp is saying, ladies and gentlemen, that he got into a huge fight when he saw Drea Kelly in 2017.
Sheesh.
After that, we're told she changed her phone number, and she didn't allow their two daughters, or rather their daughter and two sons, to talk to R. Kelly anymore. Now, Drea Kelly paints an entirely different picture. She says that R. Kelly cut her off as a means for controlling her. We spoke to Drea Kelly way back about a year ago, and when I asked her the question about child support,
what she said?
This is what she said.
Is he involved with them now?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And I'm very real about that. At the end of the day, child support is being there mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So you sending a check every month is called child funding. That's not child support. When you support your child, you are there through their turmoil. You're there through their good and their bad. You're there to pray them through. You're there to guide them through. Not let them be standardized and watch it and hear it on the internet and get it through media like the rest of the world. That's not child support.
Ooh.
That's wild.
All right.
That's crazy.
Drea Kelly.
Ain't too much more to say there. Listen, Jussie Smollett, that whole situation continues to unravel, Frank. The lawyer, Gloria Schmidt, she's a lawyer for the two brothers who allegedly went out and beat up Jussie Smollett. Now, that story is changing because yesterday she was on Good Morning America, and she basically explained that the check, it wasn't for beating him up, it was for training. And she had a whole lot more to say about the case. Starting off with this right here.
What this case really is about is a person who was in a position of trust, who really betrayed my clients and who took advantage of them.
And then she went on to actually explain what the payment was for. It wasn't just for beating them up.
But what they did was accept payment for training that also encompassed doing a favor for this person. It's not an easy narrative to say, oh, okay, let's just take $3,500.
Yeah, wow. And she went a little bit further than that, and she said that this may actually have an effect on the entire minority community.
That's without a doubt. I was there to witness their realization process, to see that this was something that was going to affect tremendous people across the board, have an enormous impact on minority populations.
You know, what's interesting is I saw that interview yesterday, as we all did here in the studio, and it really seemed to me like she didn't say anything.
She didn't seem confident in what she was saying, and it comes across as big news because the Chicago police superintendent, Eddie Johnson, he had a whole press conference where he said Jussie Smollett wrote this check to stage a beatdown. So for her to go on Good Morning America and now say it was only for training, that can potentially paint the police department.
Or she said a favor, but what was the favor?
Yeah.
And she's not saying.
But
because if she says that they took the money to beat him up and to do this game, then it would put them back into the case where they could be charged.
But
So
what she's doing is she's trying, and she didn't do a good job. She's trying to separate the fact that this $3,500 was strictly for training, or was it for training and a favor? She didn't make a strong argument, but if she did, it would paint the police department as liars, and
But
that's
what
one
they did was
evidence less.
accept payment for training that also encompassed doing a favor for this person. It's not an easy narrative to say, oh, okay, let's just take $3,500.
she also calls Jussie this person.
This person,
That's a very slick way of saying something.
he's nameless.
Yeah, all right. That's your Culture Report. It's 6:50 right here on The Morning Culture, because we're doing it for the culture.